Hello everyone, welcome to Jurisage Academy. This is the founder of Jurisage. Today we are going to talk about the next very important part of CLAT PG 2020 exam. So objections are very important because objections will give you some marks which you might have missed. So regarding that, I'm going to make that video. But before that, it's very important that you need to understand certain aspect of the objections. Basically, the regarding the past year experience, I am talking about that from the past year experience, CLAT basically rectifies one third of the question whatever you have raised objections. So last to last year, there are 4 to 5, even 7 to 8. Last year, there are a lot of errors. You will find it by yourself. There are a lot of errors. तो उसमें आठ आठ प्राइम एफएसी एरर से वो लोग दे टुक अराउंड 2-3 ओनली, ठीक है। तो बाकी दे डिडंट पे एनी अटेंशन टू। तो आपके चलते में आपके केसेस में भी सेम चीज़ होने वाला है, आप भी मान के चलो। अदरवाइज देर गोइंग टू चेंज समथिंग एंड देर गोइंग टू टेक नोटिस ऑफ ऑल दोज थिंग्स। तो 30-70 का रेशियो होता है। आप जो रेज करते हो उसका 30% रेक्टिफाई होता है, 70% नहीं रेक्टिफाई होता है। क्या इसका मतलब ये है कि कभी कभार प्राइम एफएसी एरर होने के बाद भी रेक्टिफाई नहीं होता है। दैट इज द केस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बिकॉज दैट हैज हैपेंड लास्ट ईयर. So that there is a possibility that may happen to you but might not happen to you. So that's the CLAD part, that we don't need to deal in that thing. It's our part. We have to raise objections. We are going to find what are the mistakes, then we're going to talk about that. That's all. Okay, so that we're going to talk about it in this video. So let's get into the objections and everything. And if you have your own objection, can comment below and do let us know. And also there are a lot of students have actually shared their objections, queries and everything. If you want to know your cutoff marks and anything that you want to share, the mobile number, the WhatsApp, Telegram number is given below. You can just message us, will reply you back. Okay, so be there and continue with the session with the objections whatever we have got. And you can also, the reasoning has been given to you in the video. आप अगर reasoning copy करना चाहते हो, copy करके आप भी objection raise कर सकते हो. You can add your own reasoning to it. So all those things will be there. Whatever you want to do it. And please keep continue with the video for the raising objection. Thank you. Hello everyone. So today we're going to talk about the CLAT PG 2020 objections. And so I hope you have already raised some objections, and we have got a lot of objections from the students. Various students filed all of them, and then we are going to make some. And then we have gone through all those things, and we have put all the reasons whatever is required to be done. You can take all the reasoning from that. You can add your own reasoning, and then you can send the objections. So that will be better. Okay, so what are the objections that you have raised, and whatever the we felt that there is some kind of discrepancies in the question paper, so we have raised it and we are going to share with you people. Okay, let's start the CLAT PG 2020 objection. The first objection that we have got, it's from question number 9. Okay, question number 9 is basically creamy layer concept is applicable to whom? It's just your reservation or OBC reservation. So basically regarding that, CLAT answer key is saying C. Correct answer may be A. Why? Because in journal thing you will not get directly that creamy layer concept is applicable to the SC/ST reservation too. Okay, it's not directly mentioned, but regarding that you can frame your reasoning like this. That recently there was a case. I hope you already know the case name because that has been asked in the NLAT exam. That is the आपका Devinder Singh. Okay, Devinder Singh was state of Punjab was Devinder Singh. In that case, basically the Journal Singh reference was there, and it was mentioned by the judges of the Devinder Singh case that the Journal Singh is just actually crystal clear the concept that creamy layer was made applicable to the SCs/STs as well. So mention the Devinder Singh to make your argument better, so that you will raise the objection and your objection will be invited. Okay, so you can check the Devinder Singh case for that matter. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Next question is basically regarding the passages, and this passages wala question, lot of students have different kind of concept because it's totally inference based question paper. You never know okay, what is the actual inference. Sometimes it's bit tricky to understand, and that's why the confusion is arising basically. Okay. So the correct answer basically according to CLAT is C, but according to the reasoning that you can put forward is that none of the above, because or even the C and D both could be the correct answer. Though it's subjective, I'm telling you it's subjective because a lot of students have raised the objection that we are sharing with you. It's not that if you have made it correct, you don't need to raise the objection. So up to objection raise nahi karoge, that's fit and fine. But if you're going to raise the objection, you can mention this thing in your answer, that why she is not the correct, as the observation by the Mahatma Gandhi are paraphrased. Okay, and the speaker basically does not equate himself with Mahatma Gandhi, and statement in option D is also not correct. As the speaker is not claiming that it's a criticism of an individual, not an institution. So that you can put forward in your own reasoning alongside whatever you thought. आप उसके साथ add on करके आप लिख सकते हो, but it's purely subjective in nature. I am telling you, as the students are raising the question, and we are just trying to substantiate why you can raise the objection, because many students are raising many different kind of questions. We are just adding to the list, nothing else. Okay. Now this particular question is a bit confusing regarding that the both C and D, both answer could be correct. A lot of students are saying the both C and D could be the correct answers. Why basically? It's because uh, the question is basically asking the comparison between the US law and the Indian law on freedom of speech and expression, and the option C is rightly incorrect, that the freedom of speech and expression is considered to be wider in the US. Okay. However, the statement in option D is also incorrect, as it claims that freedom of speech is identical in Indian and US Constitution in its extent. So, which is untrue in its nature if C is correct. The factum that US Constitution has wider degree of freedom of speech in itself. So that's why the identical word that might not be fitting here if you talk about the D. So C and D both could be your correct answer. So you can take the reasoning from here, you can substantiate whatever you are thinking. A lot of students are saying this might be the incorrect option. आपको लगेगा नहीं, अगर C correct answer है तो you are going to definitely, you don't need to raise the objection. But if you feel that it's a objection, we are just taking the stand on behalf of all the students who are sending the messages to us. Okay, so whatever you feel like. Now next question basically is related to which of the following is directly related to the central idea of the passage. Okay, it is also central idea of the passage is also very subjective kind of question. Okay, so the flat answer is D, the correct answer probably B. That would be the correct answer. Now, why B? The reasoning can be given like this. The question specifically asks for the central idea of the passage. Okay. And though I told you already it's very subjective in nature. So A and C both are correct so far as the right to privacy is concerned. Okay. But sorry, the passage also talks about the privacy and side by side the personal liberty particularly. Okay. And all the statements, though correct, right to with respect to right to privacy, but in the context of passage, only option B is correct. Okay, so all those things have to be there, and you have to think whether what option is correct or not. But option C is A and C both are correct if the right to privacy is concerned, whereas in the context of passage only option B is correct. So there is some gray area, that's why the confusion is raising. You may think, may not think, whatever you think, you can move ahead and raise the objections. Now question number 29 is very the only question that was prima facie wrong, that has been held rightly by the Subramaniam Swamy case, that right to reputation is the fundamental right. It's a part or tenet of right to life under Article 21. Okay. Now talking about the next question, what we have is this another one of the very controversial and debatable topic is the whether the right to access to internet is protected under Article 19 or not, because in Anuradha Bhasin case, it's basically people might say you it has been discussed, but Supreme Court explicitly mentioned that none of the petitioners or have put forward the argument regarding the right to access to internet, and that's why we are not getting into the arguments or getting into the discussion of right to access to internet. बट साइड बाय साइड ये भी बोले हैं कि व्हाट इज द फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच एंड एक्सप्रेशन ऑन ओवर द मीडियम ऑफ इंटरनेट enjoys the constitutional protection. Now ये थोड़ा gray area. Why it's gray area? It's because Anuradha Bhasin mein right to internet, access to internet is one of the main issues. Okay, the fundamental whether it is fundamental right or not, that hasn't been discussed or hasn't been held. The question explicitly mentioned the Supreme Court held, तो held तो नहीं हुआ है, ठीक है, but what has been held is the freedom of speech and expression over the medium of internet is a constitutionally protected under Article 19(1)(a). Okay, that has been held, that you can talk about it. But though it is an arbiter, they might consider it's true and they can take it as the right option. They might. Okay. Now let's talk about the question number 35. 35 has also been raised by a lot of people, but correct answer is B, and also correct answer is B probably. Okay, whatever you think. If you have any reasoning, you can comment below. You can comment below also. Okay, the basically option B is basically closest answer, the accurate answer out of all the options given. A complete ban for an indefinite time, house arrest of political leaders for an indefinite period, or complete lockdown for indefinite periods in option A, C, D respectively cannot be said to be proportional. ठीक है, तो वहां पर indefinite time बोला गया था, an indefinite period and all those things. So then that cannot be proportional in nature. However, a slowdown of internet may be considered to pass the proportionality test in comparison to other options. So that's why the option B is the closest of all answers. So option B should be the correct answer. Now here the another option that has been raised and given by a lot of students, whether the question number 38 is wrong or right. Now regarding 38, the question correct answer was A. The correct answer was probably A also, because the correct answer is the Secretary of the Government of India in the Ministry of Home Affairs, or the Secretary to the State Government in charge of Home Department, as per Rule 2(1) of the Temporary Suspension of Telecom Services Rules 2017. Okay. And other authorities are not permitted to issue the suspension under 2017 rules. Hence the correct answer is option A. That option is there. So people who are talking about that is not the correct answer. So that's probably the correct answer. There's another option that is also very, a lot of students have raised objection regarding that the correct answer key is talking about A, but the correct answer is D. Which of the following is not a ground for judicial review of discretionary action of an administrative authority? Regarding that, failure to exercise discretion regarding one very famous case was there, that is the state of UP versus Maharaja Dharmendra Prasad, and excess or abuse of discretion and breach of rules of natural justice are also valid grounds for judicial review. Therefore, the correct answer should be option D, as all the grounds mentioned are the grounds for judicial review in India. Okay, all the grounds are mentioned judicial review, and that is the case name that I mentioned. You can use all the reasonings that that is mentioned here. That will be easier for you to basically justify your answer. Okay. Now some of the students have said about this particular question number 51 also, whether that is correct. The correct answer is basically C. So it's nothing about that. The reasoning that has been already given. Okay. You can check it out by yourself. CJI is neither the boss of High Court judges nor the considered to be superior to Supreme Court judges. So CJI doesn't have any administrative powers, but he is not on one amongst equals. Instead, he is first amongst equals. Okay. Therefore, correct answer is option C rather than the option other options. Now, question number 96 is another controversial question that is given. That option is B. Correct answer is very subjective in nature. That's why it may be A, it may be B, but let's find out. The question includes basically some cases wherein it has been remarked that death penalty depends on the ideologies of the judges. Okay, however, the question is not very clear with respect to scope of the question. So that's why if the correctness of the statements have to be determined based on the paragraph given in the question number 96, then option B is the correct option. But the correctness has to be determined in general, then the option A is correct. So यहाँ पर एक जनरल अप्रोच और एक पर्टिकुलर अप्रोच की बात की जा रही है. Whatever you feel like, if you want to substantiate, you can substantiate. In the absence of clarifying the scope in the question, the answer will be based in the general law, and therefore the correct answer is. So these are the questions that we have got. We have got several objections from the students, and I hope if you have any other objections, kindly mention below in the comment box. A lot of students will cooperate each other. We will cooperate each other, so we will get the objections to be done, and we have to submit the objections by today midnight only. So we have to do it faster. And I hope a lot of you people have already submitted your objections nonetheless. Okay, so you can take the part of these particular objections or anything that whatever we have just said, you can take it and you can put it in your content. That will be very helpful for you. So this from our side. If you have any kind of query, kindly WhatsApp us at 9614994939, and also you can comment below. Other students will be there to comment regarding that also. So thank you all of you. Be there. Thank you.